Imagine this. You went for a nice walk yesterday, or maybe spent the afternoon tidying up the house. It didn't feel like too much at the time. But this morning, your legs feel heavy, your arms are sore, and it takes a little extra effort just to get out of bed. Years ago, that kind of tiredness would have faded after a night's rest. Now, it seems to linger. For many people over 60, this is more than just an inconvenience. It's a sign that your muscles are taking longer to recover than they used to. And when muscles recover slowly, they lose strength more easily. That's when everyday activities start to feel harder, and the risk of falls or injuries quietly increases. What's worrying is that this process can creep up without you realizing it, until you suddenly notice you're not as steady, not as strong, and not bouncing back like before. Doctors are clear: after the age of 60, muscle recovery is no longer automatic. Your body's repair systems slow down, and the balance between muscle building and muscle breakdown starts to shift. If nothing changes, it becomes easier to lose muscle than to keep it. And once muscle is lost, regaining it can be much harder. But here's the good news: recent research has revealed some surprising truths about why muscle recovery slows down, and how you can help your body bounce back faster. These solutions don't require punishing workouts or complicated diets. In fact, they often involve small, manageable changes that fit naturally into your day. Think of it like this: your muscles are a workshop, repairing tiny bits of wear and tear after every walk, stretch, or chore. When we're young, the workshop runs day and night, with plenty of workers and plenty of supplies. But as we get older, the workers slow down, and the supply shelves aren't as full. The right steps can bring those workers back up to speed and restock the shelves, so your body can repair and strengthen itself again. The first step, though, may surprise you. It's not about exercising more, lifting heavier, or pushing yourself harder. In fact, it's almost the opposite of what most people think. Think of your muscles as a busy repair shop. When we're young, the workers in that shop move quickly, they have all the right tools, and the supply shelves are overflowing with materials. Any small damage from exercise or daily activity is fixed almost instantly, often without you even noticing. But as we age, those same workers begin to slow down. The tools may not be as sharp, and the shelves are no longer fully stocked. Jobs that once took hours now take days. This slowdown is part of a natural process called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength as we grow older. It doesn't happen overnight, but it begins earlier than most people realize. By the time you're in your 60s, your body's ability to repair muscle is already quite different from when you were 30 or 40. One reason is the shift in hormones. Growth hormone and testosterone, both important for repairing and building muscle, become less abundant. For women, the drop in estrogen after menopause can also affect muscle health and recovery. These hormonal changes mean that the repair shop isn't getting as many orders to rebuild strong muscle tissue. Blood flow also changes with age. When you're young, fresh, oxygen-rich blood moves quickly through your muscles, carrying the nutrients needed for repair. Over time, circulation can slow, which means fewer nutrients reach the areas that need them most. It's like trying to deliver supplies to a workshop through a road with constant traffic jams. It still gets there, but much more slowly. Protein synthesis, the process your body uses to turn the protein you eat into muscle, is another part of the equation. Younger bodies are like efficient factories, turning raw materials into new muscle quickly. Older bodies still do the job, but the machinery works at a slower pace and sometimes needs extra support to run well. You've probably seen this in other ways too. A small cut on your skin may take longer to heal than it once did. The same principle applies to muscle recovery. Your body is still capable of repairing itself, it just needs more time and, in some cases, more help. But here's the important part: age alone isn't the full story. There are other hidden factors that can slow your repair shop down even more, and unlike your birthday, those factors are things you can change. When people think about slow muscle recovery after 60, they often point straight to age. But doctors know there's more to the story. In fact, several everyday habits can quietly make things worse, slowing down your body's repair shop far more than birthdays ever could. Poor nutrition, lack of quality sleep, ongoing stress, and not drinking enough water are 4 of the most common culprits. And the tricky part is, they often work together, making recovery harder without you even noticing. Think of it like trying to fix a car without the right parts, while working in a dimly lit garage. Even the best mechanic would struggle to finish the job quickly. Your muscles face the same challenge when they don't get the fuel, rest, and environment they need. Poor nutrition means your body is missing key building blocks, like protein, vitamins, and minerals that muscles depend on to repair themselves. It's a bit like sending the repair shop an order to rebuild an engine, but forgetting to send the bolts and screws. The job will stall until those parts arrive. Lack of sleep adds another layer of trouble. Deep sleep is when your body releases growth hormone and does most of its repair work. Without enough of it, the night shift in your muscle repair shop simply doesn't show up, and the work piles up. Stress, whether from daily worries or ongoing life challenges, raises cortisol levels in your body. Cortisol can break down muscle tissue and interfere with how your body uses nutrients. Imagine if the workers in your repair shop had to constantly stop and deal with interruptions. They'd get far less done in the same amount of time. And then there's dehydration. Muscles are made up of a large percentage of water, and every repair process inside them depends on it. Without enough water, nutrients can't move efficiently to where they're needed, and waste products can't be cleared out as quickly. It's like trying to clean a workshop floor without a hose. Things just don't get fully cleared away. The good news is, each of these factors can be improved, often with simple changes. And among them, there's one you can start working on as soon as tomorrow morning. In fact, you could take the first step toward faster muscle recovery with the very next breakfast you prepare. If your muscles are like a repair shop, nutrition is the steady delivery of tools, materials, and fuel that keep the shop running. Without those deliveries, the workers can't finish their tasks, no matter how skilled they are. This is why what you eat, and how regularly you get the right nutrients, matters so much for muscle recovery, especially after 60. High-quality protein is at the top of the list. Protein provides the amino acids your muscles use as raw materials for repair. Without enough of it, the walls and beams of your muscle structure can't be rebuilt properly. Lean meats, poultry, eggs, low-fat dairy, beans, and lentils are all excellent sources. Even adding an extra egg to breakfast or a small portion of beans to lunch can make a noticeable difference over time. Vitamin D is another essential player, and it's one many people over 60 don't get enough of. Vitamin D helps regulate muscle function and supports the absorption of calcium, which keeps your muscles and bones working together effectively. Fatty fish like salmon, fortified milk, and even spending a little time in the morning sun can help raise your vitamin D levels. Omega-3 fatty acids are also worth your attention. These healthy fats have anti-inflammatory properties, which can help reduce soreness and improve recovery time. They're found in fish such as salmon and sardines, as well as in walnuts and flax seeds. Think of omega-3s as the oil that keeps your engine running smoothly, preventing unnecessary wear and tear. Minerals like magnesium and potassium are often overlooked, yet they play a key role in muscle contraction and relaxation. Without enough of them, muscles can cramp or feel weak. Leafy greens, bananas, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent sources. They're like the small but vital tools in a workshop, easy to forget about, but impossible to work without. The great thing is, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet to make an impact. You can build these nutrients into familiar meals. Scrambled eggs with spinach for breakfast. A salad topped with salmon and avocado for lunch. A side of beans or lentils with dinner. A handful of walnuts or almonds as a snack. Small changes, made consistently, can keep your repair shop well stocked and running at its best. When you start providing your body with the right nutrients, you'll often notice not just faster recovery, but also better energy levels, improved mood, and more stable strength for daily activities. It's proof that food isn't just fuel, it's a powerful tool for keeping your muscles young. But even the right nutrition isn't enough. For your muscles to truly benefit from all these nutrients, your body needs the right base condition to put them to work. If nutrition provides the raw materials for your muscles' repair shop, then rest and sleep are the times when the shop actually gets to work. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormones and carries out the majority of muscle repair and regeneration. Without enough quality sleep, it's like asking the workers to rebuild the shop with the lights off and half the crew missing. Progress will be slow, and the final results won't be as strong. For adults over 60, deep, restorative sleep can be harder to come by, but small, consistent habits can make a big difference. Going to bed and waking up at the same time each day helps regulate your body's internal clock. Limiting blue light from phones, tablets, or TVs an hour before bedtime can encourage your brain to wind down naturally. And taking a few minutes to gently stretch or use light breathing exercises before bed can relax your muscles and signal to your body that it's time to rest. Rest doesn't mean doing nothing all the time, though. That's where active recovery comes in. Active recovery is light activity that keeps blood flowing to your muscles without straining them. Simple things like a 20-minute walk, gentle yoga, or a relaxed swim can help deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscles, speed up healing, and keep your joints flexible. Imagine a machine. If it sits completely still for too long, it can get stiff and rusty. But if you run it at full speed without brakes, it will overheat and wear out. The balance lies in keeping it gently moving, just enough to maintain its efficiency. This balance of rest, sleep, and gentle movement doesn't just help you recover from a workout, it helps you recover from the daily wear and tear of life itself. Over time, these habits can mean fewer aches, more steady energy, and a stronger, more resilient body. But even with the best food, the best rest, and the smartest recovery plan, there's still one more piece of the puzzle. It's something people rarely think about, yet it quietly shapes how your body uses every bit of effort you've put in so far. Our bodies don't just respond to food and exercise, they also respond to how we feel. Stress, especially when it's constant, raises a hormone called cortisol. While cortisol is useful in short bursts, too much of it over time can break down muscle tissue, weaken your immune system, and make recovery slower. It's like having a repair shop where the workers are constantly interrupted by urgent phone calls. They can't focus on fixing what's broken. You may have noticed how stress affects other areas of life. When we're stressed, sleep often suffers. We may wake up in the night or have trouble falling asleep. Eating habits can change too. Some people eat less, others crave more sugary or processed foods. Both poor sleep and poor nutrition create a chain reaction that slows muscle repair even more. For people over 60, supporting emotional well-being can be just as important as supporting physical health. This doesn't mean you need to meditate for hours or take big life-changing steps. Even gentle habits can calm the mind and help your body heal. Light meditation or simple breathing exercises can lower cortisol levels. Spending time in nature, whether it's a short walk in the park or tending to a small garden, can bring a sense of peace. Connecting with friends or joining a local group activity keeps the mind engaged and the heart light. These moments of joy and connection send a powerful signal to your body. It's safe to repair, to rest, and to grow stronger. Think of it as creating the perfect environment for recovery. When your mind is calm, your body can focus its energy on rebuilding muscle instead of managing stress. Your sleep improves, your food choices become easier to manage, and exercise feels less like a chore and more like part of a balanced life. And when all these elements work together, proper nutrition, quality rest, active recovery, and a peaceful mindset, something unexpected happens. The results you see and feel go far beyond muscle recovery. When we put it all together, muscle recovery after 60 isn't about one single magic fix. It's a balance, fueling your body with good nutrition, giving it the rest it needs, moving in ways that keep you active without overdoing it, and caring for your mind as much as your muscles. Each piece supports the others, creating the best possible environment for your body to stay strong. I think of John, a 65-year-old retired teacher. A year ago, he felt tired, weak, and worried he was just getting old. But instead of giving up, he made small, steady changes. He added more salmon, leafy greens, and beans to his meals. He committed to going to bed at the same time every night and started taking a short walk after breakfast. He even joined a local gardening club, which brought him joy and new friends. Now, his energy is up, his balance is better, and he says he feels 10 years younger. Your muscles can still be strong and flexible, no matter your age. The power to improve is in your hands, starting with the choices you make today. If this video inspired you, please like, subscribe, and share it with friends and loved ones. You never know whose life might be changed by learning how to keep muscles healthy after 60. This is your time, not just to recover, but to thrive.